Yo, what is up guys, it is Hunter here, and today I'm back with another fighting game news for a month. This time we're talking about May. I'm a little late here because I've been sick and I needed space for my PC. Got space for a PC, but I'm still sick, so that's kind of rough. And I don't know how to deal with it yet, but working on it. Either way, I hope everybody's doing good. Now, when it comes to the news in May, I think there was a good amount of news actually in May. A lot could be taken as good, and then some could be taken as bad, but that just depends on who you are, so we'll get there when we get there. But either way, if I do miss anything, let me know down below in the comment section, and there will be timestamps if you want to skip to a certain section, and let's begin with the video. So the first series I want to talk about here is actually going to be Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown, because we actually have some news here. We are actually going to be getting crossplay for Steam, Nintendo Switch, and PlayStation and Xbox, so that's pretty good news. We don't know exactly when this is going to be coming out, but we do know it is happening, so that is amazing news, because actually I've been playing Virtua Fighter quite a lot actually recently on PC, and I've been using Vanessa. It's been really fun just dodging attacks. It feels really good. Like, I'm really excited for this the new game. But speaking of the new game, we also did get a trailer as well of Virtua Fighter 6, and it's not a trailer but a teaser for Wolf and what he looks like in the new game. And I'm not gonna lie, that was some Yakuza opening thing they were doing there. Like, I liked exactly how everything looked. It was an amazing teaser for him. He looks great. Definitely, everybody says he looks like Ganon, and I think he really does look like Ganondorf, which is not a problem at all. I think that's really cool, and it just makes everybody excited for the game. But they didn't show any gameplay or anything like that, which I'm not too surprised on, to be honest, because I don't think they would show it in their own direct, because they need to show it to somewhere else, like where there's more eyes at. So probably Summer Games Fest or something like that. So we could probably expect to see another at least trailer or a potential teaser on this Summer Games Fest, which I think is in a few days actually now of this recording. So shouldn't be too long, but we're gonna get an actual trailer soon. But that was really exciting to see that, and some great news for Virtua Fighter just in general with the crossplay and getting a little teaser with the character. It just builds a little bit of hype. It builds a little hype. So amazing news. But moving on to the next game. The next game I want to talk about here is going to be Tekken 8 with how do I describe it? I want to call it the Pac-Man stage trailer, essentially. Like, it was showing a few updates for the game, like some costumes, some stuff for the lounges, and then it showed the Pac-Man stage that is a part of the season pass. And I gotta say, I didn't know, bro. It didn't do anything for me personally, but I'm pretty sure for maybe a small percentage, and I think it's small because I don't think a lot of people really care about the stage, to be honest. That they're really excited for this, because man, it did not do anything for me. But then after that, they showed a teaser for the next character. Who could it be? Fukuram. And I gotta say, that did not make me want to get back on the game either. But that's okay though. That's okay. It wasn't the trailer. It was just a teaser like, hey, he's the next character, and it didn't really make a lot of people excited. For one reason, well, no, two reasons, as I say. People wanted Bruce back, and people don't like Fukuram because he was the bad part of Tekken 7, because he's kind of he fits perfectly in this game, so everybody's pretty scared, and that's understandable. Now, we did get another trailer of Fukuram, and this was pretty crazy. We actually did get to see some gameplay of what he can do, and it seems like the same stuff we dealt with before in Tekken 7, but enhanced, essentially. He has a power-up mode, bro. I'm not gonna break down his gameplay, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna use him. I don't really care. When I used him in Tekken 7, it was just to troll my friends because he was really broken. I didn't really care about him. But for some people, I know some people were excited for Fukuram because he reminds me of a Baki character, which is understandable. I can see that, but man, Bruce is just the same. But for me, he doesn't do anything for me, but I will say his trailer was pretty cool. I think his rage art was pretty cool, and I think his clash with Brian was really cool, and I like how he kicked him into his little container thing. That was pretty cool. So he is a relatively cool character, but personally for me, it's just not something I would have preferred to see. But that's okay, because after the trailer ended, bro, let me tell you something. Something inside of a lot of people waking. We finally got Armor King. The Armor King teaser. He was teased at the end, which is good. Or Consort Armor King, I'm gonna say, because he kind of looks like Radon, to be honest. And it's amazing, because that's the character I've been waiting for. Because Eddie let me down a little bit here. I'm like, this is not my Eddie. And hopefully Armor King they don't change him too much. I'm just really excited to see what they do to him. And yeah, we got Armor King back, so I think a lot of the Tekken fans are they're simmering down a little bit. They're like, okay, all right. We're gonna be a little bit more chill. But besides that, that is pretty much it for Tekken 8. Fukuram does come out July 7th if you have the season pass, or July 10th. So yeah, that is pretty much it for Tekken. Moving on to the next game. The next game we're gonna be talking about here is gonna be Guilty Gear Strive with the Unkai trailer. I think that's how you say her name, which makes sense if it is Kai. And this one's an interesting one because I was curious who this character was going to be when they first released the trailer for season season 4 now, and now we know who it is, and I'm like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. So if you haven't picked it up, if you watch the trailer by yourself, but this is pretty much I'm not gonna explain the story, I don't really care about all that, but this is Kai's daughter. So yeah, they have 2 children now, Sin and her. Now, she kind of reminds me gameplay-wise a bit of Soul in a way, only because she's using a big weapon and it's a gun, but it's kind of like a blade, like Soul, but it's not like she's taking after him, if that makes sense. Like, that would be more Sin. So it's like Sin fights more like Soul, but he's using a skinny weapon, but his weapon was just random. He just picked it up, so, you know, he's we don't talk about that. It's an awesome weapon, but we don't talk about that. But she definitely reminds me a bit of Soul, just how she is with her weapon, because it's a big weapon, but also is a gun in a way, because, you know, gun flame, because Soul's weapon is a gun and a sword. So that's the feeling I'm getting mainly from this. But she seems really interesting. Would it be a character I would main or anything, or use if I hop back on the game? No, because I already got my main. It's Sin. Come on now, you already know the deal. But definitely an interesting character. Some people are a bit mixed about her, which I can somewhat understand. And I will say her freaking what do you call it again in that game? I forget. I'm just gonna say her ultimate thing, where she pulls out Kai's sword. I'm not gonna. That's kind of crazy. That's pretty crazy. That's like the craziest thing I've seen in like the series. Someone do is like, oh, I'm just gonna do this, and I'm not even sure if that's like a dragon install for her or whatever that is, but it's pretty gnarly when she does it. So pretty cool thing to see there. But yeah, that is essentially it of my thoughts on the Guilty Gear Strive thing, because I don't want to talk about any leaks or anything like that, because man, that's unfortunate for this entire series, for the game. But yeah, that is essentially it. Moving on to the next game. The next game we're going to be talking about here is Grand Blue Rising, and we're talking about the Galleon trailer here, and I'm going to be honest with you, not a character I'd be interested in at all, like just period at all. One of those god characters that I don't think is relatively cool, honestly, to me. Like, if we're talking Beelzebub or something like that, oh, I'm okay, I can, because he gets a little hands up here, but she's over here just summoning rocks and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, that's okay. I think her gameplay looks somewhat interesting, because she seems like she's good at controlling space, like very, very good at it. Like, you can see like a big old meteor coming up, like it's like a circle thing that's like letting you know something's gonna fall down, and I think she can control when she does that and stuff like that. So it seems like she has potentially good setups with that potentially too as well. And I think she also has like a man grab, so she does seem like gameplay wise has a lot going on with her, and I wonder how good she's going to be because of that, because I can't think of too many characters that have a command grab in the game relatively, if it's not a super, besides Ladiva. But then again, I'm newer to the game, so I can't really say for sure, but she does seem fairly interesting to me when it comes to controlling space. Not a character I would use, or aesthetically I think it's cool, but I think that's the interesting part about her. Like, she can do some stuff around the area that might make you want to move to a certain direction that she might want you to be in, so it can put her in an advantage situation. But maybe if you don't know the character, it could put her in a disadvantage. It depends who's using her, but that's what it looks like to me personally. But overall, it does not look like a character I would use or really care about. I didn't get this. I just bought Xenophon, to be honest with you, for season 2. Or not season. Is it season 2? I think so. And so, just not a character I'm interested in relatively at all, but I can see how other people could be interested in her, because, you know, she, you know, attractiveness, I get it, you know, the little tongue lick, you know, some people are a little freaky, I get it, but for me personally, I just like the cooler characters that just get to the brawl, you know, get to the dukes here, you know, but that's just me personally. But anyways, that's pretty much it to Grand Blue Rising. She comes out the 28th, so just buy her if you want to right now, because she's already out, or if you have the season pass, well, congratulations, just download it and you're good. But moving on to the next game. The next game we're going to be talking about here is going to be Rivals of Aether 2 with the Abza, I think it's their same name, Abza trailer. Now, I knew she was going to be coming back eventually because she was in the first game, so it's no coincidence that she's going to make it in the second game, because I think a lot of people like her, so makes a lot of sense. But with that being said, since she is the next character, we do know who the final character is, which is going to be the fan character that was created, which is like the ant wrestler lady. I can't remember her name, but that should be the next character, so that's pretty cool. But Abza, when it comes to her gameplay, personally, I've never been a fan of it, but I do think it's refined a lot more in this game, especially with the grab, grab special move, and the what's it called? There's a ledge special move, and then there's the one where you're on the ground special move. I forget, recovery special move, something like that. But she definitely has a lot more going on with her, and like how she can use her lightning in the cloud, which is pretty cool. Never been a character for me personally because I think she's complicated, like too big brain for me personally, and that's a person for saying who's used force burn, but I just can't do it. But she looks really interesting and cool, so I'm just curious how she will be good, how good she will be in the game. Honestly, that's the most thing I'm curious about, because her combos, as you can see in this trailer, are really amazing actually. And speaking of just the trailer, I like how they do like stories, like tells the background of like what's going on in the Aether lore. I like that a lot too. But yeah, that's essentially it for Rouse the Aether here. We're gonna go over some information that I just don't want to show, like have like a trailer for or anything like that, just talk about it. So here's some other games that have also had some information this month, which is going to be MK1, I almost said 10, with the definitive edition. Yep, MK1 is actually done. I'm a little bit sad about this news because right when I felt as if I wanted to get back into the game, like, okay, maybe if they add some characters I wanted, I might get back in the game. So I'm like, okay, I actually do like the gameplay somewhat, but sometimes it get a bit repetitive. So I'm like, okay, maybe they can spice it up, because I heard good things like, hey, this game's improving. But unfortunately, the definitive edition is happening, and that's just the end of MK1. So they're just going to be moving on to the next project. Hopefully, it's going to be MK2. Like, I really don't care about Injustice that much, honestly. Like, it had good customization, but besides that, I didn't like the gameplay. The gameplay is bad in my personal opinion. So I'm hoping it's not Injustice 3, and I hope it's MK2. But that's pretty much it for that. And also, we do have HunterXHunter Nin Impact. The demo is out, actually available for Steam and PlayStation, and I think Xbox as well. And I'm not sure for Switch, but I think Switch too. So if you wanted to play that, now you can, and it's accessible. They don't have like every character obviously available. They have certain characters that you can use from the show. So yeah, there you go. But I think that is pretty much it for all fighting game news this month. Now, if I did miss anything, let me know down below, because there's a chance that I could, because sometimes, you know, there's like always a hidden trailer for something that I just didn't hear or talk about, because when someone doesn't talk about anything, like, it goes literally under the radar. So I'm trying my best here. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a great day, a great night, a great noon, or whatever time zone you guys are at, man. And I will see you guys in the next video.